And welcome back. In the last video we split hives. I found some swarm cells in my original hive, so we made a split and made into a second beehive. I've been feeding them with that top super there for about a month with 1:1 sugar water, helping them to draw out comb in that bottom box and to get better numbers as far as bees. And today we're going to put a super on top. We're going to take the feeder off and put a different type of super on today. This is going to be a flow super. And I actually got this in a trade. A gentleman needed some bee boxes made, and I have a woodworking business, so I made him some bee boxes in exchange for this flow super and an even trade. So it actually worked out pretty good. So I'm going to take the feeder off here. Again, we were feeding 1:1 sugar water with Honeybee Healthy for the last month. And then we're going to go and put this flow super on. My original hive there on the left is queenless actually right now at the time. I'm hoping that the queen left on its mating flight and it just hasn't returned yet, but I haven't been able to find the queen in there. So stay tuned for that one. Hopefully in the next video or two we'll be queen right, as they say, and be laying eggs and everything will be good in that hive. But I'm going to do a little inspection on this split, and everything looks great. I found the queen laying lots of eggs, lots of larvae, capped brood, lots of stores of honey. They're drawing out the 3 or 4 empty frames that I had put in there. So they're doing really well in this smaller hive and starting to build a lot of numbers. As far as the flow hive and what that is, there's a little explanation here on what that is. Alright, well today I'm going to try to put flow super on top of the second hive there. This is a different type of honey super. It's called a flow hive. And the one I'm running right now is called a Langstroth hive, which is kind of the original type. This one you don't have to spin the honey out of. You put a key in to these slots and you turn it, and the honey flows down out of these ports, and then you catch it in a jar while it's still on the hive. So something new I've never tried. I've seen it. I thought it was very interesting. Less intrusive to the bees, I guess. But we'll see if they'll fill it up and we can get some honey out of it. So I thought I'd show you these frames. These frames do come out, and what they are is already honeycomb. I have them pre-waxed with beeswax, and as you can see, they're kind of separated. Well, the bees will go in there and fill those separations with comb and then fill it with honey. And then when you go to turn the key on the end here, these lines separate. One goes up and one goes down, and it cracks the cell, and all the honey flows down the middle here. All the honey will flow down the middle here and out the hole, and this is the back end of it. And all the honey will flow down and out the hole and into my jar. So pretty neat design. We'll see if they work. Alright, so I'm going to try to put that flow super on top here, and the first thing I need to do is put a queen excluder on, and that's that plastic gray sheet you just saw me put down. And that allows the regular size bees to go through, but not the queen, so the queen doesn't lay any eggs up in the plastic super up top into the flow super. So, and then you'll see me here put the caps back on where the key goes, and the caps back on the circles where the honey comes out. They're just little plastic pieces that fit in there. Then I'll put a little spacer on top and then a lid. So we'll come back in about a week or maybe 10 days and take a look in the back and see if the bees are working that and making comb and starting to fill that up with nectar. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to the next one. I think the next one I'm going to be pulling some honey off of that top super on the original hive. So stay tuned.